Hey everybody, this is LVAO Toro for the Fancy Action Now, and this is a video that's going to be about celebrating one of the most classic games in the history of gaming and open worlds, and just a groundbreaker. And it's also about the Xbox One and the backward compatibility and rediscovering games like I am rediscovering Oblivion. The first time I played Oblivion, or the last time I played Oblivion, was on the Xbox 360, back when it was current. And one of the biggest games of all time, fantastic experience, but I never got the meat out of it like I should have. There were certain things about Oblivion that I found at the time that were it was like overly, with the guards like saw everything all the time, and I found that very frustrating. And you constantly had a bounty, and I didn't know about I didn't want to do guilds. Like I didn't want to go through all that stuff. It was like the open worldness of it was the attraction. Like with Morrowind, I just wandered and wandered and wandered and explored caves and all the rest of it. I did the same thing in Oblivion, and it was amazing. I enjoyed that part, but I hated the towns. I didn't want to deal with the guilds. I really didn't do the guilds in Morrowind, except for the Morag-Tong. All right, I did a little bit of tried to get into a little bit of the Dark Brotherhood, but a lot of the guild quests I never finished or became the guild head or anything. I did a few quests here and there, and that was it. And I just dipped my toe in a lot of the guilds and a lot of their quests. And that's a big part of the game. And managing that whole bounty thing, which I think is an improvement in Skyrim, to be honest. I mean, the guards just are omniscient and they know everything that's going on. You can't like wear like a different outfit or hide, or, they know who you are. They know what you've done. It's like they're God. And and they're annoying. In the sense of they're just on you for a $5 bounty. There's no strata in terms of their reaction to you. If you've got a $5 bounty because you accidentally clicked on an apple on a table, you're going to jail, man. You're going to jail. There was no scale there. I wish they could have put something in there like, hey, you stole an apple, dude. If I see you do it again, or something like that. I'm going to let you off with a warning, something like that. Like the real world, It's not like, I can go in the public, steal an apple, and probably have nothing happen to me. If I do it again, the produce manager will talk to me, and then if I do it again, the manager will talk to me, and then they'll call the cops. It's like, come on, man. So, but anyway, I'm rediscovering Oblivion. And I actually think that, this might sound weird, that Skyrim was a good primer for Oblivion. It almost seems like, because Oblivion is more complex, it's larger, there's just more going on in Oblivion than there, and there's a lot going on in Skyrim. I love it. But like when I look at Skyrim and running through everything, it's more doable. When I look at Oblivion, I'm like, oh my God, this is just like so much. And I just didn't realize it. And, did the backward compatibility about the 5 reasons. The 5 reasons you need an Xbox One. And I thought about, wow, the backward compatibility, let me pop Oblivion in. And because we're waiting for that next sequel. And what I'm telling you is, and it may not seem that way, but I'm going to do you a favor. If you have an Xbox One, or if you get an Xbox One, get yourself a copy of Oblivion and play Oblivion on the Xbox One. You're playing it in HD, okay, on HDMI on newer TVs. Like I played it with the component cables on an early LCD. Doesn't even compare. I've got a more updated television. I've got it's an HDMI from an Xbox One. The load times are like, the load times were major in Oblivion on the 360. They're so quick. They're like, sometimes it's just like blink and you're loaded, blink and you're, it's just, I'm like, it's that quick, and it makes the game that much more enjoyable. I am enjoying Oblivion. This is what I'm trying to say, I guess. I'm enjoying Oblivion far more on the Xbox One than I ever did on the Xbox 360. And I got the Ultimate with the extra DLC and all the rest of it. But if you're going to get, if you need a reason to get an Xbox One, it's Oblivion. Because you might not see, now I don't think it's going to be 6 years. I think Bethesda put out, well, it's going to be 6 years. And, you know, it's also version 6. It's also Elder Scrolls 6. So they're like, well, 6 years from now. So 6. You know, it's like Bethesda's all about the occult. All about the games are loaded with occult symbolism, secret and unsecret. There are so many, one of the things I noticed about Oblivion, there are so many chests in Oblivion with 33 gold in it. Just 33 gold. Just all over the place. 33 gold constantly. It's like, wow, man, just knock me, just, you know, take a repair hammer. But anyway, so Oblivion on the Xbox One is sexy. It is fantastic. It is like you're being given another Elder Scrolls game. All right, before the next iteration comes back. You don't have to wait. You can go back and play now and get the gratification. And the systems, the character development systems are so much more complex. It looks so much better on the One. It runs so much faster and quicker and frame rate wise, and it's just it almost feels like it's optimized for that system, which in a way it has been. And it is just such a better experience on the One than it was on the Xbox 360. So I just want to champion that. You know, get yourself a copy of Oblivion. If you did nothing else with your Xbox One, that would be reward enough, is to get Oblivion. It is huge. The towns are twice, literally, if you count buildings, twice the size of the cities in Skyrim. On average, if you average out, you know, it's 8 buildings or 10 buildings in a town in Skyrim, it's 16 to 20 buildings in Oblivion. And you get the variety of the different, you know, as you go into different sections of Cyrodiil, you get the variety of the landscapes. You got that beautiful kind of like Italian countryside vibe in the middle, in the heartland. And it's just a beautiful game. And it's amazing on the Xbox One. If that was released, like if it never had been existed before and it was released on the Xbox One, it would be a huge hit, and it should be. That's what I'm saying. Get yourself an Xbox One, get yourself a copy of Oblivion. If you have an Xbox One, reload Oblivion. If you haven't played it on your One, play it. Fantastic. It is super sexy on the Xbox One. Do it. So I'm gonna like throw in like clips and screenshots and all the rest of it that I've been grabbing as I play. And I'm like, man, this is amazing. And I know I'm going to be after this video, definitely going to be labeled an Xbox One apologist. But I'm like, man, this game is fantastic on this system. It is just amazing on this system. And again, I'm playing my original 360 copy on it. I mean, I literally went, you know, got it. I have a rack where I keep all this stuff I almost never touch, and pulled it off the rack, put it in my One, little bit of an update, and then boom. And I'm like, man, does this thing play well on the system, man? So the loading alone, it was like, I'm like, oh my God, this is fantastic. Yes, can you get your laptop or your gaming PC and play it on that and have more of the mods and all that stuff? I'm saying, if you want a console on your TV, on your couch with a nice controller, you can't do better. You know, don't be whining about canceled exclusives. Go back and play Oblivion on your Xbox One. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Nobody else is going to tell you that. Nobody else is going to tell you that out there in the world, man. Not that I know. But anyway, El Viejo Toro, fancy action now. Xbox One, September 23rd. The Great Sign. Peace.
Dear brother, I do not spread rumors. I create them. land welcomes you. Dear Speaker, when darkness shrouds the Empire, we can travel to the resting place of the Nightmare. When we confronted LeChance, he tried to defend himself, tried to declare his innocence. But we would... As you can see, he was no match for the combined power...
Hello, fellow Speaker.
Oh!
Night, mother.
Greetings, fellow Speaker.